Welcome back, boys and girls. So at this point, you should have traced 8 feet onto your 12 by 18 sheet of drawing paper, and then gone over your pencil lines with marker and erased those pencil lines from underneath. You're ready to start. Oh, and I forget, labeled each foot with the number on the toe. You may have even tried to count the toes by ones, by twos, or by fives. Did you come up with the same number? Very good. All right, so now you're ready to start designing. Each foot should have its own design and pattern on it. But here's the trick. Some of the feet overlap. Anytime the foot overlaps, you want both feet to share that pattern where it overlaps. But that's not just it. Where your feet share a pattern, they will also share similar colors. Notice I said similar and not the same. For this, you'll want to use your tabletop color wheels because each foot will be adding a color or a color shift from the previous one to an analogous color, to a color next to the color used before on the color wheel. For this, I've already started my example. It's a few steps ahead of yours. I have patterns on my feet that continue. And over here, you'll see I started this large foot with a pattern of blue stripes. And where it touches this foot and overlaps, you see that I did my color shift with yellow. And so my background color, my base color is yellow, and all of my blue lines now have that bright yellow added to them to get a yellow-green. So you see the effect of color shift into an analogous color on the color wheel from with one primary added to another. First, draw out each of your patterns and make sure that they're overlapping in such a way that you like them. Second, begin to pick out which colors per foot. Third, you'll want to start drawing in your colors. For this, however, I might add, you're going to want to be very careful with how you draw, always using your crayon in one direction, carefully, not too heavily, because you can always go over it more than once, but always go in one direction, either up and down or in small circles, to get nice coverage without going outside of the lines. If your crayon is too low, you can always peel back the label on it, or see me for a crayon sharpener. This project can also be done with colored pencils, but it needs good attention to detail and coloring skills in it, as well as our patterns created beforehand. All right, well, happy coloring.